The Young and the Restless. Spoilers Fridays. Full. The 21st of August, 2026. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel for another deep dive into the drama. Today is a beautiful day to unpack some seriously explosive updates from Genoa City. Grab your coffee or your late night snack, because we have a massive amount of chaos to talk about, and I am so ready to get into it. I cannot believe what I am seeing right now. I am literally typing this up late at night, after processing the latest spoilers for Thursday, August 20th, and my blood is absolutely boiling. I mean, we all knew Billy Abbott was going to mess this up, right? We all knew it. But to do it like this, to Sally Spectra, I am just so incredibly frustrated with how this entire Chancellor takeover storyline is playing out. And I need to vent to people who actually get it. Because honestly, am I the only one who thinks Billy is completely losing his mind right now? So, let's jump right into the absolute mess that is Billy Abbott and Sally Spectra. The spoilers reveal that Sally is going to be incredibly stressed out about Billy's brand new obsession with claiming the Chancellor throne. And honestly, who can blame her? I've been watching this show for years, and every single time Billy gets a taste of corporate power or gets a wild idea in his head about his legacy, he completely self-destructs. Remember when he was gambling his life away? Remember the gum-chewing, reckless Billy who constantly broke Victoria's heart? Yeah, that guy is back, and he is dragging Sally right down with him. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about the absolute worst part of this. Sally is pregnant. She is carrying Billy's child. This poor woman has been through so much unimaginable trauma, especially after losing her baby, Ava, with Adam. She needs peace. She needs stability. She needs a partner who is going to prioritize her health and their future family. And what does Billy do? He decides to launch a hostile, dirty, incredibly stressful corporate war against Lily Winters and Kane Ashby. Because of course he does. He literally cannot help himself. He is so blinded by this ridiculous claim that the Abbotts own Chancellor because of some ancient unpaid loan from John Abbott. I mean, it is just exhausting. And then, the absolute kicker. Sally walks into the GCAC, probably looking for her fiancé, probably wanting to talk about their baby and their future, and what does she see? She sees Billy and her best friend, Audra Charles, clinking champagne glasses and celebrating. I am screaming. I am actually yelling at my screen. How could Billy be so stupid? He hasn't even told Sally about his massive decision to take over Chancellor. He just made this life-altering, incredibly stressful career move without consulting the woman he is supposed to marry, the woman who is carrying his child. I know some people are loving this corporate drama, but personally, I am just so heartbroken for Sally. She is going to see Billy and Audra toasting, and her mind is going to go to the absolute worst places. Is she going to resent Audra for this? I really hope not, because if we look at the facts, Audra actually tried to warn Billy. Audra literally told him that this Chancellor obsession was a terrible idea and asked him what Sally would think. But Billy, in his infinite smug arrogance, just brushed her off and said Sally would be happy for him. Delusional. Absolutely delusional. So now Sally is standing there, watching her fiancé and her best friend, celebrating a secret that she has been completely left out of. The betrayal she must feel in that moment has to be suffocating. She is going to wonder if Audra is turning against her. She is going to wonder if Billy is ever going to change. Because, let's be real, his obsession with Chancellor almost tore them apart just a few months ago. Didn't they already have this fight? Didn't they already establish that his corporate vendettas were toxic to their relationship? Yes, didn't work then either. And yet, here we are, watching Billy repeat the exact same mistakes while Sally's stress levels go through the roof. Okay, back to the point. Let's pivot to the other massive disaster brewing in Genoa City, because the GCAC isn't the only place where relationships are imploding. Let's talk about Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson. The spoilers say that Chatham is going to have a major clash at the office. And honestly, I am here for it. I am so ready for this toxic, messy relationship to finally crack wide open. I know there are die-hard Chatham fans out there who want them to make it work for Connor's sake, but I am sorry, these two are just a ticking time bomb. They have been playing nice, working together, pretending that everything is fine, and that they have moved past their incredibly dark history. But you cannot just erase the past. Remember when Chelsea literally framed Adam for poisoning Ray Rosales? She tried to send him to prison for attempted murder. You do not just bounce back from that and happily share office space. The tension has been bubbling right under the surface, and it is finally going to explode. Why are they fighting? The spoilers just say it's an office issue, but we all know what is really going on here. It has to be about Sally and Victor. Let's connect the dots. Billy Abbott, in another stroke of absolute genius, ran his mouth to Victor Newman and told him that Sally secretly sold Newman Media to Adam. Victor is absolutely furious. The mustache is on the warpath, and when Victor is mad, everyone in the Newman family feels the wrath. Adam is under an immense amount of pressure right now. His secret deal is exposed, his father is breathing down his neck, and his grand plan to protect Sally from Victor's anger has completely blown up in his face. And Chelsea? Chelsea is not stupid. She knows Adam. She knows his tells. She can see that he is completely spiraling, and more importantly, she knows exactly why he is spiraling. It is because of Sally. Adam's entire motivation for this secret Newman Media deal was to protect Sally Spectra. He is still deeply, undeniably tied to her. Chelsea has to be feeling so incredibly insecure right now. She is sitting there, trying to build a life with Adam, trying to co-parent Connor, and she is watching the man she loves risk everything, his company, his relationship with his father, his entire standing in the family, all for his ex-girlfriend. So when they clash at the office, it is not just about spreadsheets or corporate strategy. It is about Chelsea projecting her massive insecurities onto Adam, and Adam being defensive because he knows she is right. He is still in love with Sally. I said what I said. He has never gotten over her. The loss of baby Ava bonded them in a way that Chelsea will never fully understand. And now, with Sally's relationship with Billy clearly headed for a massive, fiery crash, the door is swinging wide open for an Adam and Sally reunion. I am predicting it right now. Chatham is on the rocks, and they are going to break up. Adam is going to be the one to pick up the pieces when Billy inevitably shatters Sally's heart with this Chancellor nonsense. Adam understands Sally's ambition. He understands her drive. He wouldn't leave her in the dark while he plotted a hostile takeover. He would scheme with her. That is the difference between Adam and Billy. Billy wants to be the sole king of the castle, while Adam wants a queen to rule beside him. And as much as Chelsea wants to be that queen, Adam's heart is always going to pull him back to the redhead. But wow, I am getting so worked up about these couples. Let's take a breath and talk about something that actually makes me smile. Because amidst all this corporate warfare and romantic betrayal, we are getting a massive nostalgic treat. Nina Webster is back. Yes, Trisha Cast is returning to Genoa City, and I am absolutely thrilled. If you have been watching this show as long as I have, you know exactly how iconic Nina is. She is legacy. She is royalty. And having her back on our screens is exactly the kind of joy we need right now. The spoilers confirm that Nina is going to reunite with Christine Blair and Tracy Abbott at the Shadow Room, and this whole setup is just perfection. First of all, let's talk about Danny Romalotti. Danny has officially given up his rock star lifestyle, the touring, the groupies, the whole entire music legend persona, to stay in Genoa City and co-own a nightclub. He bought half of the Shadow Room from Noah Newman after Noah and Sienna fled to Los Angeles to escape Matt Clark's reign of terror. Danny is literally going to be managing a bar and pouring drinks. It is so absurd, but it is also so incredibly charming. And Christine? Cricket must be completely stunned by this career pivot. She is this high-powered lawyer, always dealing with intense legal drama, and now her husband is a nightclub manager. But you know what? It works. It gives them an anchor in town, and it provides the absolute perfect backdrop for Nina's return. Nina is obviously coming to town to celebrate Danny's new business venture. The history between Nina, Cricket, and Danny is legendary. The 80s and 90s nostalgia is going to be off the charts in this scene, and I cannot wait to see the three of them sharing a moment. But what makes this scene even better is the inclusion of Tracy Abbott. Tracy desperately, and I mean desperately, needs a fun girls' night out. If we look at what is happening in the Abbott family right now, it is a complete horror show. Patty Williams is completely unhinged again. She and that terrifying doctor, Lawrence Markham, have kidnapped Abby and baby Dominic just to torture Ashley. Tracy has been holding the family together, dealing with Jack's trauma from being stabbed, Diane's paranoia from being ambushed, and now this horrifying kidnapping plot. Tracy is the moral compass of the Abbotts, and she carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. So seeing Tracy at the Shadow Room, sitting with Nina and Christine, raising a glass and just smiling for once, it is going to be so beautiful. These three women have survived so much in Genoa City. They have survived crazy villains, terrible men, corporate disasters, and family tragedies. They are the ultimate survivors. Having Nina back, even if it is just for a short visit, brings such a warm, comforting energy to the canvas. I really hope she stays for a while. Maybe she can talk some sense into the younger generation, because Lord knows Billy and Adam could use a stern talking to from someone who has seen it all. But honestly, how long can this happy reunion last? This is Genoa City, after all. The Shadow Room is supposed to be a fun, Vegas-style club, but it also carries the dark history of Noah and Sienna's trauma with Matt Clark. Matt is still lurking around town, working for Phyllis Summers of all people, and trying to convince Sharon that he wants forgiveness. The danger is never truly gone. I just hope Nina, Cricket, and Tracy get to finish their drinks before the next disaster strikes. So, let's recap this absolute roller coaster of an episode. We have Sally Spectra, pregnant and traumatized, walking into the GCAC to find her fiancé Billy celebrating a massive corporate secret with her best friend Audra. The betrayal is going to be palpable. We have Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson fighting at the office, their toxic history finally catching up with them as Victor's wrath over the Newman media deal looms over their heads. And we have the glorious return of Nina Webster, bringing some much-needed nostalgia and warmth to the Shadow Room alongside Christine and Tracy. I am so emotionally invested in all of this. I want Sally to drop Billy and realize her worth. I want Adam to finally admit that he is still completely obsessed with Sally. I want Chelsea to find someone who actually puts her first. And I want Nina to stay in town forever and just judge everyone from a booth at the club. What do you guys think? Am I being too hard on Billy? Is there any universe where his Chancellor takeover doesn't end in absolute disaster for him and Sally? And what about Chatham? Are you rooting for them to work through this office clash? Or are you like me, just waiting for the inevitable Adam and Sally reunion? Let me know, because I'm going to be thinking about this all night. The drama is just getting started, and I am strapped in for the ride.